It's not a typical night at this Brooklyn apartment. On this particular evening, the women who live here were hosting an event that was part party, part classical music salon. Conservatory students performed for a crowd of mostly 20-somethings for well over an hour, with a break partway through for intermission.
I want to thank you guys all for being here. I want to thank the musicians so much for sharing their gifts with us tonight. And I, of course, also want to thank Fritz Kreisler and Dmitry Shostakovich for making the world a considerably more interesting and beautiful place.
The event was a Groupmuse, named for the company Columbia University graduate Sam Bodkin founded in Boston in 2012. Now the startup, which shares the community ethos of couchsurfing and the space-sharing sensibility of Airbnb, is expanding into New York.
Groupmuse is a social network that directly connects classical musicians in the area to people who have living rooms in the area so that the community can organically generate its own chamber music house parties. Ultimately, what we're trying to do is we're trying to convince people that it's cool and it's awesome and it's legit to spend your Friday or your Saturday night listening to a Beethoven string quartet with good people.
Groupmuse has already held more than 400 events worldwide, including 45 in New York. A handful of other concerts took place in corporate settings, a key part of the company's long-term strategy for profitability. There was a $10 suggested donation for the Brooklyn concert, and organizers passed a hat after the performance. All the money was divided among the musicians.
It was way more intense than I thought it would be, but I think probably much closer to how it was originally intended to be experienced.
At a Groupmuse, it's okay to clap between movements, something that's typically frowned upon in a concert hall. Talking is encouraged before and after the music, but talking during, you risk what Bodkin calls a group shush. Talking was not a problem during this performance.
I think that the music, which has inspired people for hundreds of years all over the world, speaks for itself. And so if you can just package it in the right way and get people listening, really listening, then you will find that there are so many more people out there who dig this stuff than we'd ever thought before.